Jambo. Hamjambo tena. Jeshi tele. Muriena. It gives me great pleasure to be with you this afternoon as we launch the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, as well as sign an MOU to support efforts towards the fight against sexual and gender-based violence in Kakamega County. The 16 days of activism against gender-based violence is an international campaign that kicks off every 25th November, commonly referred to as the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, and runs until the 10th December, which happens to be a Human Rights Day. This day, ladies and gentlemen, is considered as an organizing strategy by individuals and organizations around the world to call for the prevention and elimination of violence against women and girls. This year's celebration marks the 31st anniversary of the global 16 days campaign against gender-based violence. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed inspiring to note that also in attendance at this event, other than the locals, are leadership and representatives of both levels of government, our development partners, the private sector, civil society organizations, activists, men and women, all ready and willing to speak with one voice on the need to eliminate the triple threat of gender-based violence, teenage pregnancy, and HIV and AIDS from Kakamega County. Gender-based violence, whether physical, sexual, emotional, or economic, is recognized globally as one of the most widespread and persistent violations of the rights of women and girls. GBV is a universal problem, and it cuts across geographical regions, class, and culture. It is certainly not unique to Kakamega County. Ladies and gentlemen, in Kakamega County, gender-based violence is rooted in poverty, conflict, and unequal power dynamics. Today, more than 20 years after the UN General Assembly adopted the Declaration on the Elimination of GBV, 1 in 3 women experiences physical or sexual violence. This is unacceptable and reminds us of the need to redouble our efforts against gender-based violence across all the 12 sub-counties, the 60 wards, and the 400 community areas of Kakamega County. It is estimated that the loss in socioeconomic productivity is associated with intimate partner violence, yet nobody talks about it. The fight against poverty and injustice will only bear fruits if we invest in addressing the root causes of gender inequalities and gender-based violence in our families, societies, and nations. In Kakamega County, the recent reports on teen pregnancy paints a gloomy picture coupled with the ever-increasing number of sexual and gender-based violence. Reports of teenage pregnancies in the past few years in Kenya put Kakamega County on a rising scale. However, through the concerted efforts from the relevant stakeholders, we have managed to reduce this trend from more than 17,000 cases of teenage pregnancies in 2018-2019 to less than 11,000 this year. Last year, 2021, Kakamega County developed and launched a sexual and gender-based violence policy, which outlines the need to prevent and manage sexual violence, including teenage pregnancy. This policy is yet to be disseminated, and in this regard, I appeal to our partners to support the dissemination of this policy. The county government and Kakamega Touch Alive community-based organization, supported by Jabaigo, Advanced Family Planning Project will today sign an MOU, they have already signed, to support vulnerable survivors of sexual-based violence to get justice by providing pro bono legal support. Therefore, as a county, in collaboration with our stakeholders and partners, we would like to achieve the following. 1, create an enabling environment for the prevention of sexual and gender-based violence. 2, develop strategies for response to sexual and gender-based violence. 3, strengthen multi-sectoral coordination of SGBV prevention and response. 4, strengthen monitoring and evaluation and research on SGBV. And 5, reduce high number of teen pregnancies in the county. To achieve the above, we have constituted a multi-sectoral technical working group to coordinate gender-based violence response. Ladies and gentlemen, the emerging new wave of COVID-19 presented us with new challenges which call for individual and collective solutions to prevent the spread. Therefore, I encourage each one of us to abide by the preventive measures of COVID-19 put forward by the Ministry of Health. Let us maintain social distance, wash our hands as often as possible, wear masks when required, and most importantly, get vaccinated for the maximum protection against the infection. As I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to call on all stakeholders to come together and roll out activities on prevention of gender-based violence, teenage pregnancy, and HIV and AIDS. Let us not forget all the men in the fight against the triple threat. I also extend our open arms to our first line doctors, the community health volunteers, and the administration to assist us in combating these vices in our locality. To this end, I wish to reiterate my sincere gratitude to His Excellency the Governor of Kakamega County, FCPA Fernandez Barasa, for launching the Kakamega County Community Health Services Policy, and also acknowledging the work being done by our CHVs in ensuring a health society. I'm glad to note that the Governor directed immediate disbursement of a 2-month stipend owed to CHVs, and further guided that the monthly stipend be adjusted from the current 2,000 shillings to 2,500 in the subsequent county supplementary budget. The policy will, among other benefits, strengthen monitoring, evaluation, and research on community health services, nutrition, and also issues of gender-based violence. Therefore, remember, to fulfill this year's theme of Unite, Activism to End Violence Against Women and Girls, please note that a county without violence is possible. Together, let us all unite in demanding and effecting unparalleled courage and joint action to make Kakamega County the green jewel, the epitome of peace in Western region and Kenya at large, free from any form of violence. With these remarks, ladies and gentlemen, I declare the 2022 16 Days of Activism Against Gender-Based Violence in Kakamega County officially launched.